If you're like most Canadians, you've probably been told that TFSA is a great place to save a little extra. Maybe you've saved it for emergency savings. Maybe you're just sitting in cash. But here's what almost no one talks about. Your TFSA can play a central role in your retirement income plan, not just as a savings tool, but as a way to withdraw money tax-free, reduce your taxable income, and protect your government benefits. In fact, used properly, your TFSA can help you avoid OAS clawbacks, lower your overall tax bill, and leave a cleaner, more tax-efficient legacy to your family. The problem? Most people don't realize the real value of the TFSA until it's too late. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use your TFSA the smart way in retirement, not just to save, but to generate flexible, tax-free income that fits into your bigger retirement strategy. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Charles Lecalzi, Associate Investment Advisor at Zenith Private Wealth, IA Private Wealth. If you find this helpful, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Canadian tax and retirement strategies. Part 1. Your TFSA is not just a savings account. Despite its name, the tax-free savings account can hold much more than just savings. Your TFSA can invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, GICs, and some alternative investments. So while it's often treated like a secondary or short-term account, it's actually one of the most powerful tools Canadians have, especially in retirement. What makes the TFSA so powerful? Two core benefits. The first, tax-free growth. Any interest, dividends, or capital gains earned inside the account are never taxed. Number two, tax-free withdrawals. You can pull money out at any time without paying tax. And it doesn't show up on your tax return. This means it doesn't affect OAS eligibility, age amount tax credit, or other income-tested programs. So while RSPs and RIFs withdrawals are fully taxable, TFSA withdrawals are completely invisible to the CRA. Think of it as a tax-free retirement bucket. In retirement, the TFSA gives you options. Top up income in low tax years, smooth out taxable income when RIF withdrawals or dividends might push you into a higher tax bracket, fund one-time needs without affecting government benefits. Few other accounts offer this level of tax and income flexibility. Part 2. Use the TFSA to avoid OAS clawbacks. One of the biggest frustrations retirees face is the old age security clawback. You retire, start drawing your RIF or investment income, and suddenly receive a notice that your OAS is being reduced. The 2025 OAS clawback threshold as of 2025, if your net income exceeds $91,611, the government starts reducing your OAS by 15 cents on the dollar. At around $148,000, your OAS is completely clawed back for that year. And this happens not because you've done something wrong, but because a few large withdrawals or dividend payments pushed your income way too high. Why the TFSA is key. TFSA withdrawals are not taxable, don't count as income, don't affect OAS, GIS, or other credits. So if you need $10,000 and take it from your RIF, your taxable income rises by $10,000. But if you take it from your TFSA, you stay below the threshold. Over time, this can add up to tens of thousands in preserved benefits. Even if your TFSA balance isn't the largest, it's often the most strategically useful in retirement. Part 3. Strategic withdrawals in low-income years. Many retirees assume they should leave the TFSA untouched to keep compounding tax-free growth. But sometimes, the smartest move is to withdraw from your TFSA early, especially during your income gap years. The retirement income gap, let's say you retire at 62 but delay CPP and OAS until 70. That gives you a 7 to 8 year window where you've stopped working, you haven't started government benefits, RIF withdrawals haven't begun, and this is the perfect time to draw from your TFSA. Take partial RSP withdrawals. Use non-registered income efficiently. TFSA withdrawals won't raise your taxable income, and you can use them to avoid larger, more painful withdrawals later. Here's the bonus. Reclaiming contribution room when you withdraw from your TFSA. The amount is added back to your contribution room in the next year. So you can draw now, contribute later. Reposition RIF withdrawals into TFSA contributions. Rebuild your TFSA using the tax dividends or cash you don't need to spend. This makes the TFSA a renewable retirement income tool, not just a one-time asset. Part 4. TFSA for estate and legacy planning. Your TFSA isn't just for you. It can also play a role in what you leave behind. And it's far more efficient than RSPs or non-registered investments when it comes to legacy planning. Firstly, TFSA assets are tax-free at death. RSPs and RIFs are usually fully taxable when you pass away, unless it's rolled over to a spouse. But TFSA assets pass to your heirs, tax-free, with no impact on your estate's final return, without eroding the value you leave behind. This makes the TFSA an ideal place for long-term tax-sheltered growth, even if you don't expect to spend it. Number 2, name a spouse or successor holder. If you name your spouse as the successor holder, they take over the TFSA, no tax reporting and no contribution requirements. If you name them as a beneficiary instead, they'll have to roll it into their TFSA using available rule. Tip: always name your spouse as a successor holder, not just the beneficiary, for a cleaner transfer. 3, children or grandchildren as beneficiaries. They receive the account balance tax-free at death. Any growth after death may be taxable. They can only keep growing it tax-free if they have room in their TFSA. Still, it's one of the only ways to pass down liquid assets tax-free, no probate, no hassle. Number 4, estate planning flexibility. Your TFSA can also help equalize inheritance among children, leave tax-free funds for final expenses or gifts, reduce reliance on liquid or taxable estate assets. It's a straightforward, efficient asset to include in any estate plan. Part 5, max out your TFSA room and keep using it. If you're already retired or close to it, your TFSA takes on a new role. It's no longer just a place to save a little extra. It becomes a key asset in helping you reposition taxable dollars into a tax-free income buffer. And to take full advantage, the first step is understanding how much room you actually have. How much TFSA room do you really have as of 2025? The annual TFSA contribution is $7,000. The lifetime limit is $102,000, assuming you were 18 and a Canadian resident in 2009. But here's the key. Most Canadians haven't maxed it out. If you only contributed here and there over the years, or use the TFSA mainly for short-term savings, you may have $30,000 or $50,000, or even more in available room just sitting there. And if your spouse has also undercontributed, that opportunity could double. Why maxing out your TFSA matters in retirement? In retirement, you want predictable, flexible, low-tax income. Every dollar you move into your TFSA gives you that flexibility. It's removed from future tax returns, it's fully accessible at any time, and it's invisible to the CRA for things like OAS clawback, the age credit phase-out, and the GIS income test. If you're withdrawing from a RIF, collecting dividends, you don't need it right now, or even selling property or investment, ask yourself, can I use some of these after-tax dollars to fill up my TFSA? You're not just saving, you're transforming taxable income into future tax-free income. Use TFSA withdrawals to create future room. Here's another reason the TFSA is unique. Unlike RSPs, TFSA withdrawals don't reduce your contribution room permanently. Whatever you take out this year gets added back to your available contribution room next January. This gives you long-term flexibility too. Make planned withdrawals during low-income years. Recontribute later using after-tax income or surplus funds. Cycle money through the TFSA based on your income needs and tax position. So even if you pull money from your TFSA in your early 60s, you're not giving up anything long-term. It's a revolving door of tax-free income potential. Here's a tip. Coordinate TFSA use with RIF withdrawals. Once RIF minimum withdrawals begin at age 72, you might find yourself with income you don't actually need to spend. Instead of letting that cash sit in a taxable account, you can use it to rebuild your TFSA, keep the growth sheltered, and to help future withdrawals won't inflate your tax bill or reduce government benefits. This is one of the cleanest ways to recycle your RIF income into something more efficient. Too often, the TFSA gets treated like an afterthought. But in retirement, it's not just a saving account. It's a tax-free income stream, protection against clawbacks and surtaxes, flexible planning tool for both retirement and estate. It gives you control over when and how income appears on your tax return, something your RSP, RIF, or even non-registered account can offer. If you're in your 60s or 70s and still building your income strategy, your TFSA might be the most underused asset in your financial plan. If you'd like help using your TFSA more strategically, whether it's to reduce taxes, preserve OAS, or simply your estate, click the link in the description to book a time with me or someone on my team. We'll walk you through how to maximize your TFSA contribution room, time your withdrawals around government benefits, and coordinate your TFSA with RIFs, corporate funds, and other assets, because retirement isn't just about having enough. It's about getting the most out of what you've built tax efficiently, strategically, and confidently.